Nick Folk on top of the stand, green flag in hand. Regante on the hammer down the front straightaway to turn one.
Cathcart right on Regante's tail, trying to get under him. Watch out. The 101 of Doug Latner trying to reel in Cathcart.
Top three breaking away down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Regante on the outside of the speedway. Here comes Cathcart taking a look to the inside. Latner right there in position number 3. Remember, you want to be in the top 3 as that makes it into the redraw position.
Cathcart gets a little loose and Latner slides under him.
Regante takes him to turn number 1 and car number 11. He sets the pace. He's got a 4-car length advantage over the 101 of Latner. And position number 3 is Cathcart. 4th is a 62 of Shibuya. 5th is car number 80 of Tyler Smith. This time by 3 down, 5 remain.
Travis Regana starting to pull away from Cathcart and Latner.
He's taking the 11-car to an 11-car length advantage off turn number 2. Cathcart taking a look to the inside of Latner. That time is going to tuck it in line as they ride it down to the north end of the speedway. Regante sets sail and sees the cross flags. 4 down, 4 to go. Latner and Cathcart battling it out for position number 2.
Travis Regana pulling away, but watch out, the real battle is first, second, and third. Latner and Cathcart battling now. Starting up has a half a track length advantage on the 4, 5, and 6 spot.
5 down, 3 remain in qualifying heat number 1 of 3 for the Excel 600cc modifieds. Travis Regante continuing to pull away as he rides off corner number 4 and sees the parallel sticks 2 more times around the speedway for Travis Regante.
Travis Regante still maintaining the lead with about a 15-car length advantage. Latner starts to pull away from Cathcart.
Battle going to come down to the wire for position number 4 between Shibuya and Smith. Keep your eyes on that one as they ride it down to the south end of the speedway for the final time. Car number 11, Travis Regante, out on cruise control into turn 3 and 4.
Regante with a half a straightaway left. Checkered flag is out. Latner in second. Cathcart in third.
Those are your top 3 redraw positions. 4th will be Shibuya. 5th, Amato.
Green means go. Higgs gets out front and setting the pace. France right on his tail, trying to get under him. The 5 a.m. of Mudge trying to reel in France as 1 lap is down.
It's a pair of 11s out front. The other 11 was in the last qualifying heat. He picked up the win. Right now, you want to be a car number 11 as the 73 of Jason Smith. A little bit of the pace down into turn number 1, but up front it is the 11S of Bryce Higgs showing the way into turn number 3.
Bryce Higgs maintaining the lead. France trying to reel him in. Higgs is starting to pull away from the rest of the field. The 5M of Mudge maintaining the 3rd and qualifying redraw spot.
Problems for the Jason Smith 73 machine around over in turn number 2. Going to bring out the first caution of the night.
Coming to the orange cone. Green, green, green. Green means go.
The Monofork Fireworks 11 machine of Jamie France got a great show on the outside of the turn number 1 and 2, as did the 71 of Fisher. He's just raced his way up into a redraw position. Here comes a Bailey Boyd machine in the 163 from Shotgun on the field. He's going to try to get himself into the top 3. One of those top 2 point men right now as they see the halfway sign for Bryce Higgs.
Jamie France starts to pull away with a 7-car length lead on the 71 machine of Travis Fisher.
5 down, 3 to go. That time for the 11 of Jamie France as he rides it on the south end of the speedway. Travis Fisher second. He's racing on the outside, held it on to the Higgs 11 machine. Parallel sticks are going to be in the sky 2 more times around the speedway. Look at the battle for second, shaping up.
Side by side, going into the corner. Jamie France maintains his lead with a 10-car length lead. Fitcher in second. Higgs in third. Bailey Boy trying to get around Higgs to take the third redraw spot.
White flag is out. Final time into the south end of the speedway for the 11 of Jamie France. The Montefort Fireworks sponsored ride takes it to turn number 3 and 4. He's going to see the checkered flag and pick up the win in qualifying heat number 2 for the 600cc modifieds. Jamie France, Travis Fitcher, and Bryce Higgs holds on to that third and final redraw position. Off turn number 4, Nick Folk, green flag in hand, waving it down the front straightaway as they ride into turn number 1.
Camden maybe pulls to the lead. The Ted Bowen of the 25 machine trying to get around the 56K of Camden maybe.
Camden maybe sets the pace to turn number 1. Feature winner already this season in the 1 and 2. The 56K of Camden maybe rides it on the south end of the speedway. The 25 of Teddy Bowen is second. Third is the 63 of Eric Point. They ride it off turn number 4 this time. Lap number 2 up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard.
Camden maybe starts to pull away from the field. Contact on 1 and 2. Everybody pulls away. Not harmed. Eric Boyd trying to get under the 25 machine of Teddy Bowen.
Boyd will pull alongside down the front straightaway, but the Bowen 40-25, the family dental ride, rides off quarter number 2 with the number 2 spot, but they're all chasing that Buffalo Wild Wings 56K. Lanesboro's Camden maybe.
Camden maybe sees the halfway down. 4 down, 8.
And at turn number 1, they ride the Buffalo Wild Wings 56K of Camden maybe has opened up to about a 15-car length advantage over the Bowen 25, the Boyd 63, the Shibelia 26, and the 734 of Harrington. This time, 5 down, 3 remain for qualifying heat number 3.
The field starts to spread out. Meanwhile, the 56K of Camden maybe still maintaining the lead. The 25 of Teddy Bowen trying to reel him in, but does he have enough with 2 laps to go?
Into the south end, Camden maybe shows the way, riding up the back straightaway. Bowen holds down that number 2 position, third and final redraw position to the 63 of Boyd when they come on the corner this time. The white silk is in the sky. One more trip around the 3/8 mile Penn Can Speedway Oval.
Camden maybe with a half of track left with this heat, third and final heat race. Coming around out of 4, Camden maybe wins heat number 3 out of the 600 XLs. Bowen in second.
Into turn number 3 and 4, 1 and 2 they ride. It's all a Robinson, R2 and Michael Robinson showing the way. 3-2s off turn number 2. It's a good hand in poker too, as the Robinson R2 takes him down to turn number 3, followed by Nick Kennedy and the K2 of Frankie Kennedy.
Mike Kennedy maintains a 2-car length lead over the N2 of Nick Kennedy. The K2 of Frankie Kennedy trying to get under Nick Kennedy. He does. Coming out of 3 and 4. The 7F of David Bush Jr. goes pit side.
Off of corner number 1 and 2, they ride the R2 of Michael Robinson, as he's done pretty much all season long. His brother Dylan not with us anymore, this season I should say. He sold his race car. So Michael Robinson been to victory lane, as has Nick Kennedy. Frank Kennedy as well, halfway, 3 down, 3 to go. 6 laps the distance for the 4 cylinders. Top 3 cars redraw.
Mike Robinson maintains about a 5-car length lead, but the real battle is for second and third. Nick Kennedy and Frankie Kennedy battling it out for the second and third spot.
All brothers and stepbrother on the racetrack right now. The stepbrother showing the way. It's the R2 of Michael Robinson showing the way in that Lechner's Automotive Overdrive Automotive sponsored R2 machine. Then the N2 of Nick Kennedy holding down the number 2 spot. Frankie going to take a look to the inside.
White flag out, 1 to go. Mike Kennedy pulling more and more away from the field, but Frankie Kennedy and Nick Kennedy battling it out for the second and third position.
Final time on the north end of the speedway. Michael Robinson picks up the win. Second will go the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Third will go the K2 of Frank Kennedy.
Josh Wilder and Jeremy Warren set the pace for the 6th lap four-cylinder feature. I mean, Jeremy Warren gets out in front of the Wilder machine, trying to pull away. Nick Wilmot gets under Wilder and is taking over second spot.
The 44J of Jeremy Warren rides it down to turn number 1. Out front with a 5-car length advantage over the Wilmot machine in second. Third is the 5 of Wilder. Top 3 make it into the redraw as they ride it into the north end of the speedway. It continues to be the 44J of Jeremy Warren showing the way. 5-car length advantage for the 44J of Warren as 2 laps complete, 4 remain.
Jeremy Warren maintains the lead. Nick Wilmot trying to reel him in as the field starts to spread out. The cross is in the air, halfway down. 3 to go, 3 down, 3 to go. Jeremy Warren maintains his lead. Looks like Nick Wilmot reeling him in, but does he have enough? With 2 laps to go. The double popsicle sticks are in the air this time by. The Nick Wilmot
Upside down over in between corner number 3 and 4. Red flag is on the speedway. Nick Wilmot upside down. The car took a hard right-hand turn to the outside in between 3 and 4.
Wally Hawley gives him a go. Green means go. Warren is in the lead. Josh Wilder in second. And the 8 machine of Bagowski.
Up into turn number 3 and 4, they ride the 44J of Jeremy Warren. Going to see the white flag one more time around the speedway. Wilder right there in the number 2 spot. Third is the 8 of Bakowski. Final time into the south end of the speedway as they ride off turn number 2. Jeremy Warren shows the way.
Jeremy Warren enters turn 3 in the north end of the speedway. Gets a little high. Josh Wilder trying to sneak under. It's going to be a close one. Jeremy Warren has a half car length lead to take the check flag. Muscoli and Mike Nagel Jr. sets the pace. Mike Nagel Jr. has a 1-car length lead on Muscoli. Muscoli trying to bring him back. Muscoli gets a little loose. Devin Zona tries to go under Muscoli.
They ride it to the north end of the speedway. Lap number 1 belongs to the M7 and Marvel from Melrose Jr. Mike Nagel Jr. in the NEP telephone rides it down to quarter number 1 and 2, a 2-time feature winner this season, 2 in a row a couple of weeks back. And the M14 of Gully riding second. Zona, his first start of the season, or at least only a second, aboard the 99 ride. The Zona Beef and Cattle machine holding down the final redraw position.
The M7 machine of Mike Nagel has a 5-car length lead on Muscoli. Devin Zona trying to reel in Muscoli and coming out of the south end of the racetrack.
3 down, 5 remain in qualifying heat number 1 for the 602 Craig Sportsman. Mike Nagel Jr. shows the way up the back straightaway. The M14 of Gully, second. Third is Zona. Fourth, O'Hara. Fifth is Solomon. Cross flags in the air this time. 4 down, 4 to go for your race leader, Mike Nagel Jr.
The entire field is trying to track down the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. But the real battle is for second and third. Devin Zona and Muscoli battling out side by side coming out of the south end of the racetrack.
The Widest Stone M14 of Moose Gully holds down the number 2 spot in the Zona Beef and Cattle. 99 of Devin Zona right there in position number 3, hot on his heels. Parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr.
2 to go. Mike Nagel Jr. taking the commanding lead. Devin Zona trying to reel in the M14 of Moose Gully. Does he have enough? 1 to go. White flag is out.
Final time down to the south end of the speedway. Rides your race leader, that NEP telephone M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. Second position belongs to Moose Gully. Final time into turn 3 and 4. Mike Nagel Jr. on turn number 4 wins qualifying heat number 1 for the 602 Crate Sportsman. Second is Moose Gully. Third is Devin Zona. Those are your top 3 handicapped cars. Green flag racing down to turn number 1. The M16 of Mike Shane shows the way in between 1 and 2. Here comes Ray Leonard. Battle for third right now. The 42 of Marty Bunker holding down the top 3 redraw.
Mike Shane has a 1 car length lead on Ray Leonard. Marty Bunker gets under the 3R of Ray Leonard, who doesn't have enough to pass him. The 57 of Dusty Barton in third, and the 00 of Jeremy Williams in fifth.
Into the north end, they ride it. Mike Shane, that Hamlin Hurricane, rides off turn number 4. Look at a great move by the 42 of Bunker underneath the Ray Leonard 3R machine. Moves up the number 2 spot. The FYI Auto Sales former Nick Rushinsky machine riding up the back straightaway in the number 2 spot.
3 down, 5 to go. Mike Shane starting to pull away from the field. Dusty Barton gets under the 3R machine of Ray Leonard.
Up the back straightaway we ride the M16 of Mike Shane. Rides it down to 3 and 4. Cross flags are in the air. 4 down, 4 to go for the driver out of Hamlin, Pennsylvania. The M16 machine rides it to 1 and 2. Followed in tow by the 42 of Bunker. The 57 of Barton, the 3R of Ray Leonard, the 00 of Jeremy Williams in the turn 3 and 4. They go this time 5 laps up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard.
Mike Shane has a commanding lead over the flying 42 to Marty Bunker. The 57 machine out of Dusty Barton rounds out the 3 redraw spots. The 00 of Jeremy Williams get loose on the south side of the popsicle stickers are up. 2 more times around the racetrack here.
Mike Shane rides it up the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. White flag will be in the sky 1 more time around the speedway for the M16 of Mike Shane. Second is the 42 of Bunker. Third, the 57 of Barton.
Mike Shane coming out of the south end of the speedway for the last time of this heat. Mike Shane and the south end checkered out. Mike Shane first, flying 42 of Marty Bunker second, 57 Dusty Barton third, Ray Leonard fourth, and Jeremy Williams fifth.
Off turn number 4, green flag is in hand. Reverse to 3, qualifying heats for the modifieds. They ride into turn number 1. Riddle homage into the outside wall just a little bit. Tucks it back down the line. They ride off corner number 2. The 88 of Kevin Hartnett shows the way. Here comes Loney. Loney underneath the 54 of Paul Rooney. He'll take over position number 3. That's the third and final redraw position. Off turn number 4, it's the 88 of Kevin Hartnett leading lap number 1. Down in the turn number 1 he goes, rim riding the cushion. Kevin Hartnett up the back straightaway, opening up to a 5-car length advantage over Hollywood, Allen, Rudelovich. Here comes Morden. He gets underneath the 54 of Rooney for position number 4.
Paul Mickey Rooney rounding out the field. Kevin Hartnett in first. Allen Rudelovich in second. And the 17 Dio Mike Lowney rounding out the
turn number 4 they go this time. 3 laps down, 5 to go for the 88 of Kevin Hartnett. Second to 145 of Rudelovich. They ride off corner number 2. Kevin Hartnett shows the way. What a commanding lead for the 88 machine. A 3-time track champion here at the Speedway. Picked up the feature win a couple of weeks ago. He sees the cross flags, 4 down, 4 to go. Tucks the outside retaining wall. Into turn number 1 and 2, Kevin Hartnett shows the way over Hollywood. Alan Rulabage second, Loney third, fourth is Morton. Fifth, the 54 of Paul Rooney. He popped the pit area. This time 5 laps up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard.
Kevin Hartnett takes a commanding lead over Alan Rulabage. The field starts to spread out. Lowney in third, rounding out the 3 redraw spots. Morton in fourth.
Parallel popsicle sticks are in the sky. 2 more 3/8 of a mile to go for the 88 of Kevin Hartnett, driver out of Pennsburg, Pennsylvania. Makes about almost a 2-hour tow up here. Into turn number 3 and 4. This time he'll see the white flag. 1 3/8 of a mile to go for Kevin Hartnett.
Kevin Hartnett is in the lead with Alan Rulabage trying to reel him in. 1 lap to go. Lowney and Morton.
Into turn 3 and 4, final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the win will be the 88 of Kevin Hartnett. Second will be the 145 of Alan Rulabage. Third will be the 17D of Mike Loney. Green flag in hand from starter Jeff Wayman. It's Wayman. We're racing down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1, Darwin Green on the outside of the speedway. Lasco in position number 2. 3 wide behind him for position number 3. Gramis getting it a little bit straightened up. The 0-1 of Shaper going to tuck back in line. Off turn number 4, leading lap number 1. It's going to be the 1 of Darwin Green. Lasco and the 5J of Gramis getting together. That was a 5 of Getz. I got a little bit sideways off of the back straightaway. Darwin Green, Susquehanna's very own, leads them to turn number 3. Front caution on the speedway. The 0-1 of Brad Shaper. Green flag is out. Darwin Green on that outside, hook it up with some bite down to turn number 1. Lasco right there in position number 2. Here comes a pair of 5s. Joey Gramis. Butch Gatz right there, 3rd and 4th. The Sheriff is 5th. And then it's the 0-1 of Schaefer rounding out the field. On turn number 4, Darwin Green shows the way. The TJs, Napa Auto Supply, IMAX Diamond Blade Ride. Off turn number 2, it's Darwin Green. The 5J of Joey Gramis. The 33 of Skylar Sheriff in position number 3. Lasco back to 4th. 5th to 5 of Butch Getz as they're all chasing Susquehanna's very own Darwin Green up the back straightaway. He's pulling away from the 5 of Gramis ever so slightly and down the back straightaway. This time 4 down, 4 to go for your race leader, Darwin Green. Gramis is 2nd, Skylar Sheriff 3rd. 4th right now on the track is the 3 of Bill Lasco. They ride up the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. This time they're going to see 5 laps down, 3 remain for the number 1 of Darwin Green. Gramis, can he reel him in as they ride it down to turn number 1 and 2? Continues to ride the number 1 of Darwin Green, showing the way up the back straightaway. This time, parallel popsicle sticks will be dancing 2 more times around the speedway. 2 laps to go for DRG. Darwin Green up the back straightaway, 2nd, rides the 5 of Joey Gramis into 3 and 4. White flag will be in the air 1 more time around the speedway. Gramis down on the bottom, DRG on the outside, into turn number 1 and 2. The south end for the final time, off turn number 2. Darwin sets the pace. Gramis right there, 2nd, Sheriff 3rd, into turn number 3 and 4. Picking up his first heat race win of the 2017 season's DRG, Darwin Green. Gramis for 2. Skylar Sheriff will be the 3rd and final redraw position. Off turn number 4, Jeff Wayman looks him over, likes what he sees. Green flag is out. Petrilac and Pompey drag races to turn 1.
Petrilac gets out in front of Pompey. Petrilac stays right in front. Mike Colston in 3rd for the final redraw spot.
On turn number 4, leading lap number 1, it's going to be Greenfield, Pennsylvania's Nick Petrilac. Dan Pompey is 2nd, Colston 3rd, Branning 4th, And fifth is the 151 of Joey Colston. But look at this battle up front. Here comes Dan Pompey, driver out of Hartford, Pennsylvania. Just motors his way to the front. But here comes Petrelak back down to the bottom. As they ride into turn one, it is the 11 of Dan Pompey showing the way up turn number 2.
Pompey slides up, but still maintains the lead. Pompey and Petrelak pulling away from the field.
Off turn number 4 this time, the Wilder Diamond Blades 11 of Dan Pompey out front, a 3-time feature winner already in 2017. Petrelak second, Colston third, Branning fourth, Colston fifth. They ride up the back straightaway this time when they come off turn number 4. The cross flags are in the air, 4 down, 4 to go, and the third and final qualifying heat for the modifieds.
Dan Pompey starting to pull away from the 72 machine on Nick Petrelak. Dan Pompey has about a 4-car length lead on Petrelak with Mike Colston right in the final redraw spot.
Into the south end of the speedway, Dan Pompey, 3, make it 2.5 laps to go for the driver out of Hartford, Pennsylvania, continuing to open up the lead in this one as he rides out turn number 4.
The double popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 to go, Dan Pompey maintaining the lead. The 31 of Dan Solomon gets around.
Green flag is in hand. It's waving. We're racing down the front straightaway. Petrelak with a jump down into turn number 1.
Dan Pompey trying to get under. He does. Dan Pompey gets a little loose and brings her back to his position he wanted. Going into the north end speedway. 1 lap to go. Dan Pompey and Nick Petrelak.
Pompey rides it on the number 2 corner. He's got a 2-car length advantage up the back straightaway. Dan Pompey out of Hartford, Pennsylvania, rides it on turn number 4. He will pick up the win in qualifying heat number 3. Nick Petrelak is second. Third is Mike Colston. His father did a little bit of racing in that car a couple of weeks ago. On turn number 4, ready to go racing.
Jeff gives him the green flag. Josh Towner starts to gets the lead. The 2.5 of Randy Fox gets under Josh, contact a little bit on the backstretch, and Josh Towner has a 1/2 car length lead.
Randy Fox down on the bottom on the outside. Josh Towner. Randy Fox takes the race lead, and Michelangelo's 2.5 sponsored ride. They ride it into 1 and 2. He's going to ride the cushion. Towner second. Alicia Towner third. Paul Conklin fourth. Top 3 redraws. They ride it down to turn number 3.
The battle for first and second is between Randy Fox and Josh Towner. Randy Fox has about a 1.5 car length lead on Josh Towner. Josh Towner and Randy Fox starting to pull away from Alicia Towner and Paul Conklin.
On turn number 4 this time, 3 down, 3 to go, halfway sign being displayed for your factory stock qualifying heat number 1. Randy Fox shows the way down in the 1 and 2. Towner got a good run, but he's going to slide up and over into the marbles up the back straight away. He'll lose a couple of car lengths.
Randy Fox going into the north end of the speedway. The popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 to go for this first qualifying heat.
Randy Fox shows the way off quarter number 2. Towner is second. Alicia Towner third. Paul Conklin fourth as they ride it into the north end of the speedway. It continues to ride the 2.5 of Randy Fox.
White flag is out. 1 to go. Josh Towner in second. Randy Fox in first. Randy Fox with about a 10 car length lead on Josh Towner. Checkered flag is out. Randy Fox get first. Josh Towner second. Alicia Towner third. And Paul Conklin rounding out the field. Green, green, green. Jeremy Williams sets the pace with Chuck Culberson in second. Simpson in third. Grover in fourth.
The 57 of Williams pushes high, wide, and hits him up the back straightaway. Culbertson second. Simpson the winner 2 weeks ago. Rides it into turn number 3. Here comes Tom Gruber. He has not lost a qualifying heat race all season. And that number 7 machine has not had the best of luck come feature time, though.
Going into the south end of the speedway, side by side, 3 wide, going down the backstretch for a moment. Culberson into third. Jeremy Williams is first. Battle for first. The B17 of Steven Simpson brings on to first. The 7R of Tom Grover gets a little loose and
off turn number 4, green flag is in hand, restarting on lap number 2. We're racing down the front straightaway. The B17 of Simpson rides into turn number 1 out front. The 57 of Williams up on the top side. Culbertson down to the bottom. Jim Sykes, late arrival to the speedway, racing his way around the Culbertson machine. But here comes Gruber. He wants a redraw spot. He's going to try to get it into turn 3. What a battle out front between the B17 of Steve Simpson and the 57 of Williams. They're halfway this time. 3 down, 3 to go. 2 rows of side-by-side racing into turn number 1. Williams going to push up and over the cushion, but watch that run off turn number 2. He inches the head down the back straightaway. Simpson back to position number 2. Third now belongs to the flying welder, Tom Gruber, in position number 3. Parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway. And what a battle out front between Simpson and the 57 of Williams. Here comes Gruber up to the party. He wants in on this action. Up the back straightaway, though, a great battle continues to be raged out front between the B17 of Steve Simpson and the 57 of Jeremy Williams. White flag is in the air. Who's it going to be? 3/8 of a mile to decide it. Into turn number 1 they ride. Williams on the top side. Simpson down on the bottom. Gruber right there in the middle, looking to make his way up into the number 2 spot as they ride up the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, final time. Checkered flag is in hand. It's in the air. Who's it going to be off the corner? Picking up the win in qualifying heat number 2 for the factory stock, Steve Simpson. Gruber for second. And third will go to the 57 of Jeremy Williams. Jeff Wayman with a green go stick in hand. Racing off turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. We're racing factory stock style. Down the front straightaway they go. It's Simpson with the advantage on the outside. Gruber down to the bottom. They ride it down to turn number 1. Steve Simpson out front, the B17. They ride in between the corners. They buckle it up a little bit. They get it straightened up the back straightaway. Top 2 cars breaking away into turn number 3. Culbertson a little bit crossed up. Incredible save, and he's going to come to a stop. Caution on the speedway. Chuck Culbertson with an incredible save down the back straightaway. Off turn number 4, green flag is in the air. Racing down the front straightaway, the B17 of Simpson rides into turn number 1. Gruber riding there in the number 2 spot. Up on the outside of the speedway comes the X of Josh Towner. Up the back straightaway, they're chasing the B17 of Steve Simpson. Driver rides into turn number 3 and 4. Gruber down on the bottom. Here comes Towner in the X machine. The 2.5 of Randy Fox's fourth, fifth to 57, and 8 Shiggs Motorsports ride of Jeremy Williams. Here comes Gruber. Making a little bit down on the bottom on turn number 2. They ride it down the back stretch into turn 3 and 4. This time lap number 3 up in lights the Pepsi scoreboard for the B17 of Steve Simpson. Gruber is second. Towner racing up to the third, bringing Randy Fox with him. The B17 of Steve Simpson sets the pace up quarter number 2. Here comes Randy Fox. Took a look at the inside of the Towner machine. Nothing to it as they ride it down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Continues to be the B17 bomber out in front of Steve Simpson, showing the way into turn number 1. Second is Gruber. Third is Towner. Fourth is Randy Fox. Fifth, Williams. Sixth, Culbertson. Seventh is Conklin. Eighth is Komar. And 9th is Sykes. They ride him up the back straightaway. It continues to be the B17 of Steve Simpson showing the way. Here comes Gruber down to the inside, side by side for the race lead at the stripe. It's still the B17 by a half a bumper into turn number 1. Gruber going to continue to try to make that bottom side of the speedway work. The B17 of Simpson shows the way, but Gruber right there, he's going to get a good run into turn number 3 and 4. Down on the inside of the speedway rides. Gruber in the middle now. Into turn number 1, they ride. It's still the B17 of Steve Simpson showing the way off the back turn 2. They're going to come into lap traffic here in a few laps as they ride it into turn number 3. Simpson way up on the outside. Gruber in the middle of the speedway. Jim Sykes right rear flat tire. Getting told on the one-way radio to go to the infield. Caution on the speedway. The 6 is Sykes. Into turn number 3 and 4. Simpson going to fire first. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 7 in, 13 remain. For the B17 of Simpson. Takes him to turn number 1. Here comes Randy Fox on the outside. Going to make it around the 7 of Gruber up to the number 2 spot. Going to battle with the B17 now as they ride to turn 3. It rides the B17 of Simpson. The 2.5 of Randy Fox taking a dive down low. It continues to be the B17 of Steve Simpson. Driving out of Lakewood, Pennsylvania, shows the way off quarter number 2. Randy Fox right there in the number 2 spot. Towner trying to reel in the 7 of Gruber as they ride up the back straightaway. The B17 of Steve Simpson shows the way. Here comes Randy Fox. The 9 of Towner down 4 laps to the field. Out front, new race leader off turn 2. Randy Fox takes him up the back straightaway. Simpson right there in the number 2 spot. 3rd is Gruber. 4th Towner. 5th Culbertson. This time 10 and 10 to go for the 2.5 of Randy Fox. Here comes Gruber to the inside of Simpson. Going to try to steal the number 2 spot away, but Simpson motoring back on the outside. Towner right there with an eyeball on both of them as they go up the back straightaway. Out front, Randy Fox going to use the cushion. Look at Towner all the way up to the wild side. Gruber down on the bottom. Wild side B17 of Simpson up on the top side. The only one trying to make something work in the middle of the speedway is the Gruber 7 machine. Into 3 and 4, Randy Fox this time. Going to put lap number 12 up in lights. The 4C at Paul Conklin. Over in turn number 2 around and keeps it going. Good job by that rookie driver. How about this 2.5 of Randy Fox out front showing the way into turn number 3. Simpson right there 2nd, Gruber 3rd, Towner 4th. Battle for 5th now as Williams going to take a look to the inside of Culbertson as they ride in between turn number 3 and 4. That's the battle on the racetrack for position number 4. Out front now, here's the 88 of Ellen Komar. Lap traffic going to put a little derail on the inside now. The race leader Randy Fox has negotiated lap traffic. 2nd being the B17 of Steve Simpson. 3rd the the 7R of Gruber. Towner is 4th. And 5th now the 57 of Jeremy Williams. Randy Fox out front showing the way, and this time he's going to see 5 fingers from Chief Starter. Jeff Wayman indicating 5 more circuits around the speedway for the 2.5 ride. Out front, Randy Fox off the south end of the speedway, just starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Simpson holds down the number 2 spot. Gruber 3rd, Towner 4th, 5th is Williams. 16 down, 4 remain for Randy Fox. Steve Simpson. Tom Gruber. Gruber going to take advantage of this one off turn number 2. He's going to try to race himself up to the number 2 spot. The 4C of Conklin down on the inside the lap car. They negotiate around him. Towner looking to capitalize, but out front trying to run away on Towner. Gruber gets her down. Towner's going to take away the number 3 spot. He looked to capitalize. He did on that one. Up the back straightaway, they're all chasing the 2.5 of Randy Fox. He's going to see the parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Randy Fox. Over in turn 2, Ellen Komar and car number 88 up on the hub. Caution on the speedway, and that could change the complexion of this one. The 2.5 of Randy Fox. Can he hold on for 2 more trips around the 3/8 mile? Green flag is back out, back underway. Randy Fox, Steve Simpson down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1. Randy Fox on that outside. Simpson right there 2nd. 3rd is the X of Towner. Fourth, Gruber. Fifth is Culbertson. Then the 3 cars behind him all laps down. White flag in the air for Randy Fox. One more trip around the 3/8 mile. Fox sets it down to corner number 1 and 2 for the final time, the south end of the speedway. At the halfway point of the back straightaway, make it a half a lap away from victory for Randy Fox. Off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air, picking up the win in the factory stock feature, Randy Fox. Second is Steve Simpson. Third, I believe it was Towner. Fourth was Gruber. Fifth is Culbertson. 18 calls for 17 of them out there. The 94 Hunter Deal not answering the call. Into turn 3 and 4, green flag in hand. Racing down the front straightaway, 600cc modifieds roll it down to turn number 1. Hang on out front, Travis Pitcher with a great save, incredible driving off the corner. They ride up the back straightaway. It's the 11 of Jamie France out front, car number 11, the Monofork Fireworks ride. Camden Maybe is second right there, position number 2 in the Buffalo Wild Wings sponsored ride. And then it's the 51, the Family Dental Machine, 51 of Chris Kithcart. They ride up the back straightaway. Caution on the speedway. Car right here on the home straightaway. Oh, turn number 4, green flag is back out. Lap number 1 restart. Down in the turn number 1, they ride it. The 11 of France shows the way, maybe right there in position number 2. Then it's the 51 of Kithcart showing the way. Off turn number 4, that was the 11 of Jamie France looking for his first Penn Can Speedway victory. Kithcart second now as he gets around the 56K of Maybe. Now here comes the Boyd machine underneath the 56K of Maybe. That's the 163. That's the 63 of Eric Boyd. Fitcher now taking a look underneath the Maybe 56 machine, but Camden Maybe turns up the wick in position number 4. On to number 4, they're all chasing the Monofork Firework number 11 of Jamie France. France rides it down to 1 and 2. The car on the move chasing him down. The Kithcart 51 machine right there in the number 2 spot. Now Boyd third, fourth is Maybe, fifth is Fitcher. Here comes the Bailey Boyd 163 trying to get into the top 5. He will do so underneath the 71 of Travis Fitcher. Fitcher going to try to turn up the wick, but here comes the Kithcart 51 machine reeling in. Jamie France in the front of the field. 6 laps now up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for your race leaders. As they ride it off turn number 2, it's the 11 of France showing the way. Jason Smith, 73 off the pace. Over in turn number 4. Caution out on lap number 7. Off turn number 4, lap number 7 restart. The 11 of France shows the way, maybe with a good restart there on the outside. Up to the number 3 spot, Eric Boyd slipping back a couple of spots. Bailey Boyd up to the number 4 spot on that restart. Out front, it's the 11 machine of Jamie France showing the way. Kithcart took a good look down on the inside, but had to tuck back in line. Into turn number 3 and 4, they ride it. It's the 11 of France showing the way down in the turn number 1. Kithcart is still second. Third, Boyd. Fourth, Maybe. Fifth is Fitcher and Eric Boyd right there for position number 5. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go for your race leader, the 11 of Jamie France, looking to hold on for his first career win. Well, definitely the first of the 2017 season. France sets the pace off turn number 4. Kithcart going to get a good look down the front straightaway on the inside, but he'll have to tuck it back in line. Bailey Boyd up to the number 3 spot. Fitcher 4th. Eric Boyd racing up to 6th. 7th is Fitcher now. 8th is the 56K of Camden Maybe. Off turn number 4. Caution on the speedway. Lap number 12. We are under caution. 8 remain in the 600cc. Off turn number 4, lap number 12, restart. 8 laps remain for the 11 of Jamie France out front, showing the way. Here comes Kithcart. He's been strong on the bottom. Off turn number 2, they ride it. It continues to be the 11 of Jamie France, showing the way up the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Kithcart riding there in the number 2 spot. Off turn number 2, the 11 of France shows the way. Kithcart, Boyd, Fitcher, Regante, Boyd, Mudge, Shibelia. Off turn number 4 this time. 14 in, 6 remain. Can Jamie France hold on for his first win of the 2017 season here at the Penn Can Speedway? Off turn number 4, they ride it. Jamie France shows the way down in the turn number 1 and 2. Kithcart again takes a look down on the inside. A great run by the Bailey Boyd 163 off turn number 2 that time. 16 laps up in lights. 4 remain for the 11 of Jamie France. Kithcart, Boyd, Fitcher, Boyd, Regante, Mudge, Shibelia, Harrington, Latner, maybe. Off turn number 4, Jamie France shows the way. Here comes the 163 of Boyd to the number 2 spot. Into turn number 1 and 2. 17 laps complete when they come off turn number 4 this time. You can see that Nick Folk has the parallel sticks in the sky 2 more times around the speedway. For the 11 of Jamie France, looking for his first win of the season here at Penn Can and perhaps his first career win at the Penn Can Speedway as he rides up the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. This time the white flag will be in the sky one more time around the speedway for Jamie France. The Montefort Fireworks sponsored ride down to the south end of the speedway for the final time. Off turn number 2. In the corner number 3 and 4, final time, Jamie France. Checkered flag in the air for the first time this season. Jamie France will go to victory lane. Billy Boyd second. Chris Kithcart third. 4th is Travis Fitcher. And 5th is Eric Boyd, unofficially your top 5.
Wally Hawley gives him the single, the orange cone on the north end of the racetrack. They're going green. Green, green, green. Green means go.
The 4 cylinders rolling down the front straightaway. Robinson from the outside runs it down to turn number 1. Holding the outside groove. Warren right there second. Nick Kennedy third. Josh Wilder 4th. 5th is Kennedy. And the N2 junior, Mike Wilmot Jr. coming out just to make a lap to get him some points. That car took a roll over there in turn number 3 in the heat race. Out front, the Lechner Service Center Overdrive Automotive R2 of Michael Robinson shows the way up the back straightaway. Warren second, Nick Kennedy right there in position number 3 as they go down the back straightaway. The N2 junior, Wilmot getting his lap in. Robinson, Warren, Kennedy, Wilder, Kennedy, Bukowski, and Fox Jr. Up the back straightaway, the R2 of Michael Robinson sets the pace, the current point leader in the 4-cylinder division. Clicks down lap number 3 in that R2 ride. Nick Kennedy to the inside of Jeremy Warren over at turn number 1, but Warren able to motor back on the outside. Kennedy gets the advantage up the back straightaway. The Wilder with his best run of 2017 right now battling on the outside to hold back the K2 of Frank Kennedy for position number 4. They're all chasing that R2 of Michael Robinson out front, the N2 of Nick Kennedy. The 44J of Jeremy Warren is third, and Frank Kennedy K2 fourth, and fifth, the 5 of Wilder. Then it's Bukowski. David Fox Jr. rounds out your field. 5 in. Passing flag going out to the 7F of David Fox Jr. down in the turn number 1. Robinson in his own time zone right now as he rides up the back straightaway. Nick Kennedy riding there in position number 2. Third is Jeremy Warren. Fourth, Frank Kennedy. Frank Kennedy takes away position number 3 down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. This time 6 laps up in lights. On the Pepsi scoreboard for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Nick Kennedy second. Jeremy Warren right there in position number 3. Frankie Kennedy to the inside. Looking to take the number 3 spot away from Jeremy Warren. He'll do so up into turn number 3 and 4. 7 laps complete for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Showing the way. Kennedy rides second. Then it's Frankie Kennedy. Michael Robinson shows the way up off turn number 4. 8 laps complete. The R2 of Michael Robinson showing the way, showing you why he is dominating the point standings right now on that R2 ride. Passing flag going out to the David Bukowski number 8 machine.
The N2 of Nick Kennedy is on the past the 8 here. Is that Michael Robinson has a almost caution flag is out. Green, 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 green means go. Michael Robinson slides to the top of the racetrack, maintains his lead. Nick Kennedy right on his bumper, trying to find a line to get the bite he needs to get around the R2 of Mike Robinson. Nick Kennedy right behind Robinson, and Frankie Kennedy right behind Nick. Josh Wilder in the 5 machine trying to stay to the pace. Nick Kennedy gets under Mike Robinson. Mike Robinson has a car length lead. Kennedy starting to get under Robinson again, trying to find his bite. He gets a little loose, and Robinson has about a 2 car length lead on the N2 of Nick Kennedy.
Off turn number 2, Robinson shows the way. Nick Kennedy second, third, Frankie Kennedy. Fourth, Josh Wilder. Fifth is the Bukowski number 8 ride. Off turn number 4, Michael Robinson shows the way in that R2 machine. Nick Kennedy right there in the number 2 spot. Frankie Kennedy third. Fourth, Josh Wilder. They ride up the back straightaway. Continues to be the R2 of Michael Robinson showing the way. Robinson sets the pace off turn number 4. Kennedy right there, second.
Robinson still leads the way. Getting on the cushion. Nick Folk giving the passing flag to Fox. 5 to go here. 15 down. 5 to go. Mike Kennedy and Mike Robinson and Nick Kennedy hit lap traffic. Frankie Kennedy right round lap traffic as well. Josh.
4 laps remain for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Nick Kennedy right there, second. Frank Kennedy third. Wilder fourth. Bukowski fifth. When they go into 3 and 4 this time, the R2 of Robinson with a 3 car length advantage over Nick Kennedy. 3 laps remain down to 2 car lengths. Nick Kennedy trying to reel in the R2 of Michael Robinson. Off corner number 2, we were down to 1 car length. Now Robinson pulls away, back to 3, into turn number 3 and 4 they go. Parallel sticks are in the sky, 2 more times around the speedway. For your race leader, Michael Robinson, Nick Kennedy, hot on his heels into turn number 1. They ride that way, rim ride to cushion. Kennedy with the advantage now off turn number 2. Inches ahead. Here comes Robinson back on the outside. Into turn number 3. This one's going to come down to the wire. Kennedy tries to hit the binders and do the low side switch with the Bukowski machine. Right there, white flag in the air. One more time around the speedway. The hood is up on the N2 of Nick Kennedy, trying to just hold on at this point. He's into position number 3, going to try to battle and still for 2. But the R2 of Robinson sets the pace into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air, and the win will go to Michael Robinson. Second to the K2 of Frank Kennedy, and third will be the 5 of Wilder by a bumper over the N2 of Nick Kennedy, whose hood blew up. Wally sends him to turn 4. Nick Folk on the flagger stand, green ghost stick in hand. We're racing 25 laps to distance down to turn 1. Mike Nagel Jr., the driver of car number M7, sets it down in between 1 and 2, followed by the 99 Arizona in position number 2. Up on the outside, down the back straightaway goes the M14 of Moose Gully to the extreme outside of the speedway. Moose Gully shows the way now into that number 3 spot. He is going all the way up to the extreme outside of that speedway. The M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. showing the way into turn number 3 and 4. Zona right there in the number 2 spot. Third, Mike Shane going underneath the M14 of Moose Gully now for position 3. Moose Gully is as high on the racetrack as you could possibly go entering the corners. They're chasing the M7, the NEP telephone ride of Mike Nagel Jr. The 99 Junior of Devon Zona second. Third is the M16 of Mike Shane. The M14 of Moose Gully is fourth. Fifth, the 42 of Bunker. He's going to take a look to the inside of the M14 of Gully. He'll try to take position number 4. But again, Gully going to throw it all the way up to the outside. They're still chasing that M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. The third generation chauffeur. Looking for his 3rd win of the season. Nagel rides off turn number 4. 5 laps complete, 20 remain for Mike Nagel Jr. Devin Zona second, Mike Shane third. Marty Bunker fourth. Now the battle for 5th between Moose Gully and Dusty Barton. 6 laps complete for the M7 of Mike Nagel. Zona, Shane, Bunker, Barton up to 5th now. Then it's Gully, Leonard, O'Hara, Williams, and Solomon. Your field as they ride up the back straightaway. Mike Nagel Jr. rides into 3 and 4, looking for his 3rd win of the season. Nagel, the NEP telephone ride. Takes it down to 1 and 2. The north end of the speedway is where they ride right now. All the while, freight train style, 602 great sportsmen. Mike Nagel Jr. out front. About an 8-car length advantage over Devin Zona. The 12 of Solomon down to the infield. This time 10 in, 15 to go for Mike Nagel Jr. Off the south end of the speedway, it's Nagel, Zona, Shane, Bunker, Barton, Gully, Leonard, O'Hara, Williams. And that's the way they ride it off onto the speedway. The M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. showing the way. Zona right there second. Shane starting to reel in Zona for that number 2 spot. Current point leader, the M16 of Mike Shane. Nobody other than Mike Shane or Mike Nagel Jr. have won a Crate Sportsman event in the 2017 campaign. Halfway. 13 in, 12 remain. Into turn number 1 and 2. Goes the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. Zona right there, second with pressure from Mike Shane looking on the inside. They're all chasing Mike Nagel Jr. Lap traffic may become an issue with 10 laps to go in this one for Mike Nagel Jr., driver out of Melrose, Pennsylvania. Zona right there, second, third Shane, fourth is Bunker, fifth is Barton, then it's Leonard, Gully, O'Hara, Williams. Off the turn number 4. The M7 of Mike Nagel into 3 and 4. Lap traffic may become an issue here as we complete lap number 17. 8 laps remain for the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. Devin Zona right there in second. Third is Shane. 7 laps remain for the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. Has opened up to about an 18 car length advantage over the 99 of Devin Zona. 6 laps remain for the M7, the driver out of Melrose, Pennsylvania. NEP telephone sponsored ride. Then it's the Zona Beef and Cattle 99 of Devin Zona. The Sharky's Fuel M16 of Mike Shane. The FYI Auto Sales 42 of Bunker. And the B&D Stone 57 of Dusty Barton. 5 fingers to your race leaders. Mike Nagel Jr. continuing to dominate down the back straightaway, almost a straightaway now. Lap traffic in front of him. Passing flag going out. That was a scare for the M7 and Nagel on lap number 21. Now he'll work underneath the M14 of Gully. 22 laps in. 3 remain for the M7 and Nagel. Second is the 99 of Zona. Third, the M16 of Shane. Into turn number 3 and 4. This time the parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for Mike Nagel Jr. Zona, Shane, Bunker, Barton, Leonard. White flag is in the air. One more time around the speedway for Mike Nagel Jr. for his 3rd win of the 2017 campaign. 1/3 of a mile to go. Final time off turn number 2. A battle for second going to come down to the wire. Into 3 and 4. Final time. Checkered flag is in the air. And picking up the win, his 3rd of the season for Mike Nagel Jr. Devin Zona second. 3rd, Mike Shane. 4th, Marty Bunker, and 5th will be to the 57 of Dusty Barton. As they roll down the back straightaway, will unlock the cage as they head off into turn number 3. You better bet they're set to be let free. So wait for the color that brings fear to their mothers. Green means go. Down the front straightaway they go. Gramus on the outside. Green on the inside. They ride it off turn number 2. Darwin on the inside. Gramus motors it into turn number 3. He's got the advantage as they ride it off turn number 4. Darwin down on the bottom on the binders. It's Joey Gramus in for lap number 1. 29 remain. Joey Gramus out front. Driver to Palmerton, Pennsylvania. Riding it up the back straightaway they go. Green is second. Petrelak third. They take it into turn number 3 and 4. Pompey on the move. Colston up to the number 5 spot. Here comes Skyler Sheriff. Contact made. Up the back straightaway goes a 5J of Joey Gramus into turn number 3. Gramus rides off turn number 4. A 5-car length advantage over the Gramus, over the one of Green. Petrelak rides there into the number 3 spot. It continues to be Joey Gramus out front, looking on a terror in 2017. Picked up the win 2 weeks ago when we last ran. Joey Gramis in the Slug and Slam Construction. Big Creek Concrete 5J rides it down to the south end. Gramis rides it up the backstretch, but behind him, Green loses the number 2 spot. Then Nick Petrilak, driver out of Greenfield Township, Pennsylvania. This time when they cross the stripe, there is 5 laps up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for your race leader, Joey Gramis. It rides like this. Joey Gramis, Nick Petrilak, Dan Pompey, Darwin Green, Skylar Sheriff, Kevin Hartnett, Alan Rudelovich, Mike Colston, Mike Loney, Joey Colston, Nick Branning, Dan Morden, Paul Rooney, Brad Schaefer, Bill Lasco, Mike Nagel Sr. There they are all the while for 8-train style cars all the way around the 3/8 mile. And to turn number 1 and 2, Gramis going to be dealing with lap traffic in a couple of laps as they go up the back straightaway. 8 laps are into this one. Car going around right in front of the field. That's the M7 of Mike Nagel Sr. Caution on the Speedway, lap number 7. He's on it. We're racing off turn number 4. Gramis and Petrilak alongside. Here comes Pompey in the mix now. Look at Nick Petrilak on the outside. And he gets up and over. Here comes Pompey like a rocket ship down the backstretch. Into turn number 3. He's going to hold the bottom. Gramis right there at the point, though, as they come down this time. Joey Gramis, Pompey, Petrilak, Green, and Hartnett, your top 5. Off turn number 2, the 5J of Joey Gramis shows the way. Opening up the 5-car length advantage is the 5 of Gramis, but Pompey reels him into the corners. Petrilak is third, then it's Darwin Green, Hartnett, Sheriff, Rudelovich, Colston, Looney. As they go into turn number 3, it continues to ride the 5 of Joey Gramis out front, showing the way. Pompey right there in that number 2 spot, third to 72 of Nick Petrilak. Hartnett trying to go around the 1 of Darwin Green for position number 4. They stay side by side into turn number 3. This time 11 laps are up in lights for the 5 of Gramis. Pompey second. Pompey the point leader coming into tonight's racing. Petrilak right there in the number 3 spot, and then there's still a battle for 4th between DRG, Darwin Green, and Kevin Hartnett. They keep that battle raging down in between quarter number 4. Out front, showing the way, is still the 5J of Joey Gramis. Driver out of Palmerton, Pennsylvania, shows the way. This time we'll put a baker's dozen up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for the 5J of Joey Gramis. And to turn number 3 and 4, Gramis continuing to show the way. Off turn number 4, 14 laps now complete, 16 remain. Just 1 lap shy of the halfway point. Here's your top 10, Joey Gramis, Dan Pompey, Petrilak, Kevin Hartnett, Darwin Green, Sheriff, Colston, Loney, Rudelovich. Colston halfway, 15 down, 15 to go for your race leader, Joey Gramis. Gramis continuing to show the way into turn number 3. 16 down, 14 remain for Gramis. Does Pompey have anything left in the tank to try to reel him in? He's getting closer. Starting to reel him in up the back straightaway. It continues to ride the 5J of Joey Gramis. Lap traffic, if we stay clean and green, could become an issue in a lap or 2, probably 3. As they ride it into turn number 1 and 2, Pompey again reels him in. Joey Gramis sets the pace though into turn number 3 and 4, and car number 5J, the Slug and Slam Construction. Brad Gramis' own 5J machine. Off the number 2 corner, Pompey to within 2 car lengths as they ride up the back straightaway. It continues to be the 5J of Joey Gramis showing the way. 19 laps complete for Joey Gramis. Lap traffic could become an equalizer. Pompey to within 2 car lengths. The 33 is Skylar Sheriff braking on the front straightaway. Not going to make it into the pit area. Off turn number 4, green flag is in the air. We're back underway. Lap number 20 restart, 10 to go. As they ride it down to turn number 1, Joey Gramis shows the way. Pompey second, Petrilac is third, fourth, Hardnett fifth is the one of Darwin Green. Joey Gramis continuing to show the way, looking to go back-to-back victory lanes for him. They ride up the back straightaway. The 5J of Joey Gramis out of Palmerton, Pennsylvania. Pitches it sideways off turn number 4. 22 and 8 remain for Gramis. Pompey. Petrilac. 23 down, 7 remain for Joey Gramis. Gramis shows the way, 3-car length advantage. Over Dan Pompey. 6 laps to go this time for Gramis. Gramis works it off the south end, continuing to open up the lead now. The Slug and Slam Construction, Big Creek Concrete 5J of Joey Gramis. Gramis sets it down in the turn 1 and 2. 5 fingers from starter Nick Volk. 5 more trips around the speedway for Nick. Off turn number 4 continues to be the 5J of Joey Gramis. Open up to a 5-car length advantage. Battle going to come down for position number 3 between Petrilac and Hartnett. Quarter number 4 this time. 27 and 3 remain. Does Pompey have anything left to give to reel down the 5J of Joey Gramis? Pompey up on the hub that time. Lost a little bit of ground. Of quarter number 4, the parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Joey Gramis. Pompey going to try the outside. He's going to get a good run off turn number 2. 1.5 more trips around the speedway. He may have found something up on the top side. It's going to come down to the wire because the white flag is waving. One more time. We'll see if he can make that move work again. And turn number 1. He's going to go way up high, pushes it up and over the cushion. Look for the run off turn 2. It's not there. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is waving. Who's it going to be at the line? It's going to be Joey Gramis. Pompey is second. Hartnett third. Petrilac fourth. Fifth is the one of Darwin Green, your top 5. Pulling up into victory lane, the NEP telephone. Trinker Creek Beverage M7, your sportsman feature winner. His third of the season, Mike Nagel Jr. Mike, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane, a place coming, well, this place always kind of at home to you, but Victory Lane's becoming home to you this season.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming home again. It's kind of hard to drive 8 miles without driving 8 miles instead of going 50 to another track, you know. It's definitely home again. The track's coming back around. A little different tonight, but hats off to Doug and his guys.
Now, you guys have a very busy weekend on tap this weekend, 3 nights of racing, and then to park in Victory Lane tonight, though, it's got to be a whole lot easier than going home the opposite way, right?
Yeah, this gives us a bunch of momentum going into this weekend. I mean, we got tomorrow night regular show at Thunder Mountain, then the Wade Decker Memorial on Sunday. Big show for us. Means a lot to me. Everybody should come out and check that out.
How about all the people that got you back here to Victory Lane tonight?
Got to thank Steve Torche, NEP Telephone, Woodruff Trucking, B&E Scoops, Gustin Bannicky Stone, New Logging. There's more, I'm sure. A new one today, the new Herrick Lodge. If anybody's in the area, stop and check them out. I got to thank my wife for putting up with me doing all this stuff. My father-in-law, my mom and my dad, all my family that comes and supports. Dylan, he's my main crew guy that shows up once in a while at the shop. Thanks for all the fans for coming out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the third time in 2017, Mike Nagel Jr. is your sportsman feature winner. The Monofork Fireworks, NEP Telephone. 11, Jamie France, first career Penn Can Speedway victory. It's got to feel good.
Oh, it feels awesome.
Anything else?
Well, I got to tell you, this track is coming back to where she used to be. And I owe it all to Doug and his crew. They're doing a great job.
No, it's been quite a few seasons that you've been close here. A couple of times you've had this car on rails, but tonight you put it all together. This thing was definitely on a rail out there tonight.
Yeah, I finally finished the race without damage, and I guess that's the key.
How about all the people you want to thank that made this win possible?
I want to thank all my sponsors, Mana 4 Fireworks, NEP, Excalibur, Lou's Lawn Care, A&E Tire and Auto, Jay's Beef, and I got to thank my crew, Johnny, Danny, Timmy. Timmy put in a heck of a week, put the new motor in the car this week, and she worked good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for his first career Penn Can Speedway win in his 600cc Modifies, Jamie France. Fox, tonight's factory stock feature winner. Randy, congratulations. Welcome back to Penn Can Victory Lane.
It's been a little while.
This car was on a rail tonight, inside, outside, didn't matter where you put it. Man, this thing was just downright on fire.
Yeah, honestly, this pretty much feels like my crate sportsman. As soon as I knew it was going to get slick, I knew exactly how to drive it.
There you go. Now, there got to be a lot of people you want to thank. The guy here to Victory Lane tonight aboard the 2.5 ride.
I got to thank these sponsors are from last year, but they're still on the car, so thanks for that. I mean, my parents especially, and the in-laws, my fiance, she's been up. She deals with my crap all the time. I don't know how she does it, but Craig Hall, he's always a help. I mean, everybody that comes, just one big family, that's all that matters.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's factory stock feature winner, Randy Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's modified feature winner, Joey Grammis. Joey, congratulations. Welcome back to a very familiar place in 2017.
Yeah, so far so good. That one was hard fought though. I figured it's not kind of my racetrack down there around the bottom, and we had a couple problems. Car wasn't running right, the motor, I don't know, we'll figure that out, but I lost brakes with 5 to go too. That really bothered me. I start thinking too much when I'm in the race car, but I guess it all worked out.
That's got to be really bad, especially when you're on the bottom of the speedway tonight, so the outside, and the outside can hang it out a little bit more, and the inside, you're on brakes a little bit more.
Yeah, I was lucky enough that I got a good person to draw for me and got me a good starting spot. Just took the first 5 laps to search around and look, see what I had. I felt the first 2 or 3 were better on the top, but I could see the dust lane there, so I slowly moved down, and that's good. We needed to win like this. Now we won on all track conditions. We won when it was rough. We won on the top. We won on the bottom. That one that I give up, though, still burns. I mean, I'm glad Kevin won, don't get me wrong, but I still think about that one all the time.
There'll be a lot of people you want to thank to help you get back here to Victory Lane tonight.
Everyone that comes with me to help me on this. You know, it's a big deal. Big deal for my brother, big deal for my best friend. You know, they're involved now, and it's mainly for the kids. I wish my kid would have come tonight, but it's hot, and I told him he had a million other things to do. What would you want to go to that place for? But I'm just glad for all the support I can get from anyone I can get it from.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's modified feature winner, Joey Grammis. Pulling the Overdrive Automotive Lechner Service Center ride in the Victory Lane, Mike Robinson, tonight's 4-cylinder feature winner. Mike, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane.
Thanks.
Car was hooked up tonight.
Yeah, it was.
Now, with a couple laps to go there, Nick was right on your back bumper, high-low, but, man, you just had just a little bit more out coming out the corners.
Yeah, going in turn 1, I couldn't get that corner down tonight. Kept getting in that loose stuff, and he got under me.
How about the people you want to thank that got you back to Victory Lane tonight?
I got to thank my mom, my dad, my stepdad, all my brothers, Kennedy's Diner, Overdrive Automotive, Lechner Service, Witt's Barbershop, Everyone who helps out, Jill.
Congratulations.
Thanks.